I know the feeling. You've got a garage or workshop that's starting to feel like a cramped attic. You need to get heavy parts off the floor, but you also see a ton of lift gear online and wonder if you're just throwing money at something that will sit idle or, worse, break the first time you use it. You've probably asked yourself whether a hydraulic pedal lift is really worth the price tag, if it will handle the weight of your engine blocks or big pallets, and whether it will actually fit through the doorway you've got. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's walk through what the Wesco 260001 steel frame Pedalift brings to the table, where it shines, and where it might leave you wishing you'd gone a different route. First off, the big question is why a pedal-operated hydraulic lift at all? The answer is simple: you get lift power without the need for electricity or a separate pump. In a shop that already runs on a 120-volt circuit, adding another outlet can be a hassle, and a gas-powered jack can be noisy and finicky. The Wesco model uses a foot-actuated pump, meaning you can raise a 750-pound load just by pressing down with your leg, and release it by stepping on a release lever. That hands-free operation is a real time saver when you're loading a heavy motor onto a workbench or swapping a gearbox onto a lift table. If you've ever tried to wrestle a 200-pound engine onto a standard two-wheel dolly, you'll appreciate the mechanical advantage the hydraulic system provides. Now, who should actually consider buying this? If you run a small auto shop, a hobbyist's workshop, or a warehouse that moves pallets of machinery parts a few times a week, the Wesco Pedalift slots in nicely. Its 40-inch lift height is enough to get most engine blocks, transmission housings, or even small industrial gearboxes up to a comfortable working level without having to stack additional blocks under the platform. The 16 by 20-inch platform is compact enough to slide under most benches, yet large enough to hold a standard-size engine or a stack of 3/4-size pallets. The 750-pound capacity means you're covered for most medium-size components, and the steel frame feels solid enough that you won't be worrying about flex when you're loading a full-size truck differential. If, on the other hand, you're a DIYer who only occasionally lifts a light toolbox, or you're looking for a lift that can handle a full-size truck axle assembly, which can push 1,200 pounds, this isn't the right tool. The 750-pound limit is a hard ceiling. Overloading it could damage the hydraulic seals and compromise safety. Also, if your shop's layout includes narrow aisles that a 16-inch wide platform can't navigate, you'll find the lift's maneuverability limited. The two 8x2-inch wheels with 3/4-inch CH precision ball bearings roll smoothly on smooth concrete, but they'll struggle on uneven concrete or gravel, so it's not the best choice for a rough floor environment. Let's talk about the day-to-day experience of using this lift. You pull it out of storage, set the nose plate on the floor, and you'll notice the front tip actually touches the ground. That design means the platform starts at floor level, which is a blessing when you need to load something that can't be lifted from the side. You then step onto the foot pump. A single, firm press raises the platform about an inch or two, depending on the hydraulic pressure you build. For a 750-pound load, you might need 3 to 4 pumps to reach the full 40-inch height, which feels like a moderate workout but not an exhausting one. The release lever is equally straightforward: step on it, and the platform lowers at a controlled pace, giving you the chance to lower heavy parts onto a stand without them slamming down. One practical strength that often goes unnoticed is the low maintenance requirement. Because the hydraulic system is sealed and the pump is foot-operated, you don't have to worry about oil leaks or regularly changing batteries. The steel frame, coated in a basic powder finish, resists rust in a typical workshop environment, and the wheels are protected by the ball bearings, meaning they stay true for many months of use. The 1-year warranty from Wesco adds a layer of confidence. If a seal does fail within that window, you have a straightforward claim process. On the flip side, there are a few trade-offs that become apparent after you've used the lift a few times. The platform's dimensions, while convenient for many applications, limit the size of the load you can place on it. If you need to lift a larger piece, say a full-size generator or a slab of steel that's wider than 20 inches, you'll have to tilt it or find another method, which defeats the purpose of a quick, stable lift. Also, because the wheels are relatively small, they don't handle a sudden shift in weight very well. If you're moving a fully loaded lift across a bump, the platform can wobble a bit before the wheels settle, so you need to be